What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, August the 11th, and it actually feels really good here in East Tennessee today. It's about 85 degrees. Humidity is lower than it has been. It's really bearable to be out here. So what we're going to do today is, it is potato harvest day. We are going to get our stuff together, and we're going to go over and meet the neighbor Jack. Jack's been doing these potato videos, or helping us out with our potato harvest, and he's been on these videos for several years now. So we're going to go over there and we are going to start digging potatoes. I am not expecting a huge harvest because of the drought we had and the fact that the potatoes all died 4 weeks earlier than normal. So I'm not expecting a big harvest, but I could be surprised, because when we helped Jack harvest his potatoes a couple weeks ago, he had an enormous harvest, but he planted his 2 weeks earlier than us. So we'll see what we got. But next time you see us, we'll probably be digging potatoes. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of video there, because I'm generally busy trying to collect potatoes as he's going down plowing, or helping him plow by standing on the plow to add some weight to it. So we will see you at the garden. Not as many as in years past. First row. So I'm just saying, this is pretty bad for the red potatoes. We may go through here again. First row. Multiple of these? Think I need to stand on it, or good without? Still not as big as Jack's Kennybacks were, though.
Learn how to grow taters. I'll tell you right now,
We are back home now, and as you saw, you know, we got a decent harvest, but look back here behind us, see a little bit more. So it's hard to tell. I haven't really weighed it yet, but we normally plant around 400 row feet of potatoes. Most every late spring we'll plant 400 row feet, give or take, of potatoes. And the last 2 years we had 400 pounds and 300 pounds of potatoes at harvest. And we had so many potatoes. I mean, we sold some, we gave some to family, we gave some to neighbors, we bartered with potatoes. You know, you use potatoes as currency, different things. Well, today I'm thinking if I come over here and just kind of kind of knowing how much a milk crate full of potatoes works, and then these flats and things, I think we're probably going to be looking at around 200 pounds of potatoes this year. So almost half what our typical potato harvest is. So this challenge that's going to produce is, usually we will eat on our potatoes from August through February. And usually around February they start to get really shriveled up and small, and they start shooting out these long runners. And we use those as the seed potatoes for the next year. This past year, I think this spring, we had, I think it was 60 or 80 pounds of seed potatoes left over come March. And so we had plenty of seed potatoes to plant our garden with, and we had plenty of seed potatoes to share with others, and to, we gave some away, we sold some. So that was a good thing. Now though, because we've got such a small yield, I don't know, when it gets closer to the, winter time, I'm going to have to evaluate, how many potatoes are left, and I need to make sure that I have enough set aside to start sprouting as seed potatoes for next year. We just had bad timing this year with the weather. I mean, when we got the potatoes out, and then we had 6 weeks of drought right at the peak of growing and productivity time for these potatoes, and that just did the number to them. I mean, they died 4 weeks earlier than normal because of that. So it's just one of those things. But anyway, I'm going to get these things all set out. The plan is I'm going to set them in here in the garage, in the floor. I'm going to put a box fan blowing on them to make sure they're nice and dried out before we put them into storage. And so I'm heading out of town for work for a day or two, and so I'm just going to put the potatoes in my parking spot and have that fan blowing on them till I get back. And then we're going to load them up and take them and stick them in the encapsulated crawl space to keep. And that's how we keep our potatoes for 4 to 6 months or whatever it is for us to eat on while they're still good until they start to sprout. So that's going to be it for this video. Another annual potato video. Unfortunately, this one does not have the yield or the productivity that we are familiar with and accustomed to, but Amy and I were talking, and we still consider ourselves blessed to have what we just got, because with the weather we had this year, we could have gotten nothing. I mean, we are still blessed to get, I'm going to say 200 pounds of potatoes. I'll have to try to weigh them and see what we really have, but I think we still feel pretty blessed to have what we got, considering the weather we had this summer. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate it if you go in and you hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified every time we upload a new video, you can hit that bell. But thank you so much for watching. Happy gardening. God bless.